Okay, so here we are right in the Golf Sim. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you can switch back and forth between GS Pro and TGC. First off, you'll want to download the Updater tool. To do that, go to Support and Key Programming Guide. In the Download section, download the Keyboard Programming tool. You're going to get an error message or a warning message. Click on the three dots menu and select Keep. You're also going to get another warning message. Select on Show More and click Keep Anyway. This is if you're using the Microsoft Edge browser. All right, now that that one's downloaded, you're going to download your TGC 2019 configuration file. Since that one's not an actual executable file, it'll just download without any of that other steps required. And also download the GS Pro configuration file. All right. Now open the Club Keyboard tool. And you're going to see a window that looks like this. Don't worry, it's a lot easier than it looks. We're using DSD Advanced Electronics configuration tool to update our boards at the current time. So this software tool is used for many other devices besides ours. We're just using a few functions of this to update the board, and as you'll see, it's super simple. Switching back and forth between TGC and GS Pro is very easy. Simply open the files that you just downloaded, select the one that you want. This one's GS Pro. Click Update. You'll get this message that says that the configuration is saved to device. It's ready to go. If you want to switch back, simply click Open, go to TGC, click Update. Once you get the message that it's saved to device, click OK, and now it's back to TGC. It's that simple. Now, if you want to do a custom configuration of the keyboard, you select the Keyboard tab. These are all the keys. Each of these key tabs represents the key that you want to program. To know which key you're working on, download the Key Programming Guide. And right here, this has the layout. The keys are just in number order, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 18. So if you want to reprogram key number 1, just go to the Key 1 tab and put in which keys you want to be pressed. You can have up to 8 keys pressed per button. The modifier is a button such as Shift or Control. So if you want Shift M, you would go into the modifier field, click on the key helper, click on the Shift button, go into the key code. That's going to be the key that's pressed. You press on the key helper, you would press the M. Now this is Shift M. Do that for any buttons that you need. You can also verify what button you have by pushing clicking back in the box, clicking on the key code helper, and it'll highlight which one is currently selected. If you are going to use modifiers, it's best to put in a 200 value in this field. And in this field, that just allows the presses to be held for just a little bit longer. If you need to have a delay between keys, for example, the mulligan button in TGC, this button is currently programmed as the mulligan button in TGC, which is the escape button for the menu, down arrow, and enter. But these buttons need a delay in between, just as you would if you were operating the keyboard. And so that's what we have here, is an 800 millisecond delay in between key presses. So that's what this field is for, is a delay in between each of these key presses. If you don't need a delay or a modifier, you can set both of these fields to 0. If you're using a delay, the ideal settings are 100 for the hold time and 800 for the delay or release time. If you're just going to use a modifier without delays, 200 in each of those fields is the ideal setting. But for normal button presses, just leave those at 0. But for normal button presses, you can just leave those at 0 and program whichever button that you need. This one is a V, for example. Everything else is 0 with the one keystroke as a V. Just go through each key, set it to what you like. When you're done, you can use the Save As to save it as a custom configuration, name it whatever you'd like, and hit Save. Then you can open and load those configurations just like the ones that you downloaded. And then when you're ready to update your board, you just click Update. And that's all there is to it, to creating your own custom configuration. You can save as many as you like and update them whenever you want. Thanks for watching and happy golfing.